I first subscribed to Paramount Plus because my wife wanted to watch Oprah interview Harry and Meghan. We've been subscribed ever since. And since then, the only thing we've really watched are The Challenge, All-Stars, and like 6 seasons of Ink Master. Infinite is the first Paramount Plus original movie. And you may be wondering, hey Maguff, is this movie worth subscribing to Paramount Plus? The answer is simple. Nope. No, it isn't. The plot of this movie isn't overly original, and the formula of this movie and how it plays out is also pretty recognizable. There are people in this world called infinites. When infinites die, they're reincarnated and then they remember their past lives. And among the infinites, you got 2 groups. One believes in helping humanity, and the other believes in destroying humanity. Still with me? These 2 groups are looking for a Maguffin that can destroy the world. Mark Wahlberg's character is the only infinite that knows where this Maguffin is. But gosh darn it, he just can't remember his past life. And this movie's about him trying to get his memory back while there's this war going on around him. Mr. Marky Mark Wahlberg was fine in this movie. It is so far from his best performance, but Mark Wahlberg has this charisma that I have a lot of fun watching.
Is your car? Huh?
For some reason, they decide to have him do some voiceover narration in the beginning and the end of the movie, and I'm pretty sure they just handed him a sheet of paper and made him read it like one time. That I was not a fan of. Either he can't read, or he just really didn't give a shit. He just read it and was like, there you go, and then they just took that recording and did the best that they could. I don't like the narration in this movie. I think it's stupid. His character's one of those dudes that has all this unlocked potential, but he just can't remember. It's been done before. Sometimes better, sometimes worse. It was fine. The only other character in this movie that I thought actually stood out was Chiwetel Ejiofor's character. He's a villain that wants to destroy all life on Earth. And you know what? He killed it. He killed this performance. Loved it. Best performance of the movie, and he was convincingly motivated. Like, when you find out his reason for wanting to destroy all life on Earth, you're just like, oh, yeah, I get it. I understand. I'd want to do that too. I get it, man. Kill everything. Totally fine. Great character motivation there. The rest of the characters are just there and they're just around to help Mark Wahlberg. You've seen all these types of characters before in movies that have groups of characters. But you know what? They all gave it a solid effort, okay? I didn't hate anyone in this movie. It's not a good movie, but I didn't hate it at all. I completely understood what I was watching wasn't a very good movie. But I was okay with it. It's like a perfect TNT movie. You know? And if you told me that Paramount Plus is going to make a movie with Mark Wahlberg, I would expect this kind of quality. Low expectations. And this movie met those low expectations. There's like no character development, no surprise there, but the movie's always doing something entertaining. Don't get me wrong though, there is a shit ton of exposition, but somehow I was never bored. When a movie is not boring, that's a compliment, right? I was entertained for the entire hour and 45-minute runtime, okay? The action is decent, and then there's some really fun, ridiculous stunts. I really like the idea behind this movie. We've seen this idea before in shows like Altered Carbon or comic books like House of X. It's a big idea having these characters that have lived over and over for centuries. And in a movie format, there's just not enough time to develop that. I'd rather see this exact same cast in a 10-episode series. I want to see these different characters living all their lives throughout history. I want to see how all these characters have known each other for hundreds of years and how they lead to this conflict. That is something I can easily get behind. An hour and 45 minutes doesn't cover it. I'd say it's on par with a Netflix original movie, like The Old Guard. That's a good one to compare this to. Old Guard is definitely better, but they're pretty close. It's worth checking out if you already have Paramount Plus, but it's not worth subscribing just to see that movie. Maybe maybe a free trial subscription. How about that? You can watch Infinite and the Challenge All-Stars. I'm just gonna keep moving on and watch the rest of Ink Master, okay? See ya! Subscribe! Okay, I'm not trying to be a douche here, but the last time Mark Wahlberg's character died, he died at the same time that Sophie Cookson's character died. So these two have been reincarnated at the same time. So these two should look the same age, right? Mark Wahlberg is 19 years older than this lady. And you can tell. I'm sorry, Mark, you're just not looking as young as you used to. She's 31. You're 50. You don't look the same age.
Why not?